Hi, my name is Jonathan, and I'd like to talk about the hypocrisy of evangelical Christians' support for invisible children and their support for this whole Coney 2012 campaign. Now, they got President Obama a few months ago to publicly acknowledge that the Pentagon a year ago sent 100 American Special Forces troops to Uganda to help find Coney. The thing is, these American troops are not actually looking for Coney. What they're doing is providing training and logistics support for Museveni's troops. And also, Coney's LRA, Lord's Resistance Army, they're doing most of their operations in South Sudan and the Congo. They're actually not doing their operations chiefly in Uganda right now. So President Obama is doing all this big talk about spreading democracy all throughout Africa. Obama talking about ending the practice of recruiting child soldiers in Africa and the end of slaughtering of civilians by African troops in Africa. But the thing is, Museveni, whom the U.S. is supporting to help find Coney, Museveni is the dictator of Uganda. He has ruthlessly ruled Uganda for 25 years as a ruthless killer dictator. And the U.S., like a year ago, the Pentagon gave Museveni, this dictator, $45 million worth of military equipment to help find Coney. But did you know Museveni's troops, they also kill civilians and kill children, just like Coney. So Museveni is no better than Coney, really, because Museveni's troops also kill children and kill civilians. So I have a feeling it's probably not about Coney, looking to find Coney, looking to establish social justice. I don't think the Pentagon is really concerned about social justice. Because a year ago, right before Obama sent these 100 Special Forces troops to Uganda, U.S.-based oil companies discovered vast oil reserves in Uganda. This is like a huge jackpot for U.S.-based oil companies. So it's obviously about oil, it's not about looking for Coney. And the armies in the Congo that AFRICOM trains and provides logistics for and supports. AFRICOM is the Pentagon's wing in Africa. These armies in the Congo, they're looking for Coney. AFRICOM has sent them to look for Coney. These armies in the Congo looking for Coney, they as well recruit child soldiers. But in the Congo, it's not about oil. AFRICOM, the Pentagon, is not concerned about looking for Coney in the Congo. They're concerned about minerals. It's not about oil in Congo, it's about minerals. Minerals that support cell phones, basically. So that's what it's all about. So the tax dollars of evangelicals is used to kill African children and used to recruit African boys as soldiers. The tax dollars of evangelical Christians. So big hypocrisy there. Which I'm sure evangelicals are really thrilled about, that their tax dollars are used to recruit child soldiers and kill African children, because as long as we're looking for Coney, it's okay. We're looking for Coney, so evangelicals are saying, use my tax dollars for that, because we're looking for Coney. So evangelicals want Coney dead. I don't think Jesus would like that. Evangelicals want Coney dead because of his atrocities, which are bad. So we're talking about a Jesus Rambo here, like Jesus, a commando Jesus, like a bloodthirsty Jesus looking to kill some tyrant. Jason Russell, the director of Invisible Children, he claims to be a pacifist at heart, which I'm sure Coney says the same thing. I mean, Coney's saying, I really am a pacifist at heart. I really am a deep pacifist, but that's probably what Jason Russell's like, and a lot of evangelicals. Even pacifists at heart, but in action, willing to kill Coney. Like, you're either a pacifist in action or you're not. That's the raw deal about it. I think evangelicals were assuming that murdering a tyrant would be this Katniss Everdeen scenario where you're commissioned to kill people without actually killing people. I mean, this whole Katniss Everdeen from the Hunger Games scenario. But that is not what, that's not based on reality. Because if you're going to go kill someone, you're bent on killing someone, you're going to kill other people in the process of doing it. And that's what's happened. And maybe evangelicals are saying, well, let's send a drone to take out Coney with a drone. But as we know, if you're familiar with what drones do, drones are like pedophiles. Because they love children. Drones kill children. They do not actually kill terrorists. So that doesn't work. Drones don't work because they kill children. But this is not the first time that evangelicals have supported murder in the name of justice. Because years ago, evangelicals were very outspoken in support of invading Iraq because of justice, getting rid of Saddam Hussein, very bloodthirsty dictator. Name of justice, kill. Let's invade Iraq. Which in the end, invading Iraq, the U.S. military ended up killing 500,000 children in Iraq. And so evangelicals supported that. Evangelicals supported killing of 500,000 Iraqi children. And they still support that. Like the evangelical columnist, Cal Thomas, he's quite a character. Like, I once heard him speak at a dinner conference for evangelicals. I used to be an evangelical. I'm actually a convert to Eastern Orthodoxy, so I am a Christian. I do know Jesus. Cal Thomas, at this dinner conference, I was really astounded by his speech at this dinner conference. He was talking about loving your enemies, because he's talking about how many enemies Cal Thomas has in Washington and all that. So I thought, that's cool, loving your enemies. Then, like, a little while after that, I read an editorial by Cal Thomas where he talked about nuking Afghanistan. Like, he wanted to nuke Afghanistan. Like, I'm pretty sure Afghanistan's our enemies, and you want to talk about loving our enemies. So, and one of the biggest heroes of evangelicals is Dietrich Bonhoeffer, which he was really a good guy. But obviously Dietrich Bonhoeffer was not a pacifist, because he tried to assassinate Hitler. And that did not turn out well for Bonhoeffer. But I'm sure most of you watching this would support the assassination of of Hitler. Well, me, I'm a radical pacifist. I would still not support that. But yeah, evangelicals support a guy who was not a pacifist, Bonhoeffer, who was seeking to kill a human being, no matter what you think about that human being. So now, evangelicals believe in killing, current events, evangelicals today believe in killing Iranian babies. Because Iran has said some bad things about Israel. I mean, Iran has not made threats. Iran has not made threats to Israel, but they have said some bad things about Israel. Okay. And Israel's God's nation, so this is what evangelicals are thinking, for real. That God will bless America if we slaughter Iranian babies. If we just kill lots and lots of Iranian children. God will bless America. Because evangelicals are fanatic about God saying, I will bless those who bless you, and whoever curses you, I will curse. In reference to Israel. So the evangelical Christians just want to bomb the hell out of Iran now so that God will bless America. Somehow, some way, twisted, fucked up view of God, really. So I'm sure evangelicals are super excited about former Vice President Dick Cheney's proposal, for real, Dick Cheney's proposal to disguise U.S. ships, U.S. Navy ships as Iranian ships, using those disguised ships to attack other U.S. ships so that the U.S. has an excuse to bomb Iran. It's like the whole Gulf of Tonkin thing, just every reason we can think of. Also, like blaming Spain on the USS Maine and being bombed in the Caribbean to get us into the Spanish-American War, even though it was not Spain who did it, it was the U.S. who did it. Same scenario here, talking about the U.S. will find a way to bomb Iranian, to kill Iranian babies. And Iran will have nothing to do with it. So, our evangelicals are super excited about this whole deception to try to get us to kill Iranian babies so that we can show our love for God by our love for Israel. That's all I wanted to say. Thank you.